Hey everyone, Elmo Arteaga here for ProStudioLive.com with an awesome tip on how to mix your doubled vocals. There's 4 things that I like to do on all of my productions that I've had great successes with my doubled vocals and how to mix them to your main vocals. So, you got your main vocal mixed. There's a ton of effects, you've done a ton of work, you've automated, there's parallel processing, whatever you do for your vocals, they're awesome and you love them, but you don't know what to do with the double. So, these are 4 things I like to do. The first thing I like to do is isolate them. Now, what I mean by isolation is remove the breaths, make them only the vocal. The second thing I like to do is crush it. Use a very aggressive compressor to really clamp down the dynamics so that there's no movement in the doubled vocal at all. The third thing I like to do is narrow it down. And what I mean by narrow it down is get rid of some of the frequencies. Make it more narrow sounding. It doesn't need to be so full. It's a doubled vocal. And the fourth and final thing is spread it out. Make it so that it's not one vocal, but it becomes 2 using a delay spread that I'll show you. So let me illustrate the first step that I mentioned, which is isolating it. I'll solo the main vocal that I have here, only a passage of this chorus here, so we can hear what the breath sounds like, what the main vocal sounds like, and I'll compare that to the double right after.
Soaked to the bone, and the beauty of your storm, the pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss.
So you can hear her breathing, the performance and delivery is top-notch. Let's go ahead and have a listen to the doubled vocal here.
Soaked to the bone, and the beauty of your storm, the pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss.
So you can see that there's some areas here and here that I've removed the breathing. That's so that the main vocal carries the only breath in the image. You don't want 2 people breathing at you. You want 1 person breathing so your ear picks that out. And then the doubled vocal is there to build and reinforce that main vocal take. So let's play the 2 together and hear what just isolating does to the sound.
Soaked to the bone, and the beauty of your storm, the pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss.
Cool, it's already starting to sound more full than just the main vocal by itself. So the second step, like I mentioned, is crush it. Let's open up the Avid Compressor Limiter Dynamic 3. Now I'm using an 8:1 ratio, pretty fast attack, decently fast release, not too fast. I wanted it to naturally decay with the vocal. Let's go ahead and hear what this is doing.
Soaked to the bone, and the beauty of your storm, the pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss. Soaked to the bone, and the beauty of your storm, the pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss. Soaked to the bone, and the beauty of your storm.
Definitely sounds more in its place. It's not so dynamic. It's starting to tuck right in, but there's still something that seems a little bit unnatural. It's not human. It sounds like 2 voices still. So let's narrow it down. Opening up the Avid EQ37 band, I've gone ahead and I've done some high-pass filtering and I've done some high-frequency shelving to remove some of the non-critical information in this double. Let's go ahead and unsolo the main vocal and listen just to the double and see what this EQ is doing. I've gone and done some output level adjustment, so what I'll do is I'll remove that. I'll bring my fader down 10 decibels to compensate. That way I can A-B this without changing the volume for you. Let's have a listen.
Soaked to the bone, and the beauty of your storm, the pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss. Soaked to the bone, and the beauty of your storm, the pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss.
Now it's starting to sound like it can fit right underneath the main vocal. I didn't take away too much of it so that it doesn't sound like it's someone singing. I just took away some of the detail of the vocal so all of the detail can be had in the main vocal. So let's go ahead and bring this back up to where it was a moment ago on volume, and let's hear how the two of them sound right now, and then I'll go ahead and readjust my output gain.
Soak to the bone in the beauty of your storm. The pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss.
That's pretty cool. It's starting to sound like one vocal that's very strong and reinforced. I'm going to go ahead and bring down the level once again to -10 decibels. Let's have a listen.
Soak to the bone in the beauty of your storm. The pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss.
So at this point, I suppose you could leave it there. Let's go ahead and have a listen to how it sounds in the track, just to see if maybe we do need to go to the fourth step of spreading it out.
Soak to the bone in the beauty of your storm. The pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss.
Once more without the double.
Soak to the bone in the beauty of your storm. The pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss.
So in muting it, I didn't hear as much of a change as I would like, and I think that means I do need to spread it out. So let's go ahead and see what I mean here. For this trick or part of it, I like to use a stereo delay or something that allows me to modify the left and right channels independently of one another. For this, I'm using Wave's Super Tap 2 taps, and I'm not using the direct signal. I have my left and right modifiers, or my 2 taps, gained at 0 and rotated -30 on one side and +30 on the other. As you can see in this graph here, it's a placement along the stereo spectrum. Now, I'm not using any tempo syncing, I'm not using any modulation, and I'm not using the feedback. I'm only using the single one repeat tap, and that's because all I want to do is change one side of the spread. If mono means both left and right are coming at the same time, I just want to change one of them to hit me a little bit later. So I've modified my right channel to delay 24 milliseconds, no EQ after the fact. It's just delaying at this point. So let's go ahead and have a listen to what this sounds like. I have a gain adjustment here, so I'm going to go ahead and bypass that.
Soak to the bone in the beauty of your storm. The pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss.
Did you catch that? Let's go ahead and listen to it in solo. First bypassed, and then I'll engage it as it progresses.
Soak to the bone in the beauty of your storm. The pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss.
Pretty cool, right? Let's listen to it once through with this engaged.
Soak to the bone in the beauty of your storm. The pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss.
So from here, I might just gain it down a little bit so I can neatly tuck it in right underneath the main vocal. Bringing it back to where the output gain was set prior to my testing out this plugin, let's go ahead and have a listen to where it is now in solo and then once in the mix.
Soak to the bone in the beauty of your storm. The pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss.
Now, just to reference, let's bypass what we've just done to hear how much of a difference has happened from the beginning till now.
Soak to the bone in the beauty of your storm. The pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss. Soak to the bone in the beauty of your storm. The pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss. Soak to the bone in the beauty of your storm. The pain dissolves to nothing as we kiss.
So now you know how I like to process my doubled vocals to reinforce the main vocals and make them sound nice and full without getting in the way and competing with the main vocal itself. Remember, 4 steps: isolate it, crush it, narrow it down, and spread it out. Hopefully this helped you with your doubled vocals. I'd like to see what you might be able to come up with plugins similar to this in a DAW of your choice in your own projects. So if you liked this video and you want to check out more, please head to prostudiolive.com, where you'll find videos like this and many more with Grammy-winning engineers and award-winning musicians. Hundreds of hours of content. If you liked this song, I have a mixed deconstruction of this song where I go through every plugin that I used on every track for every instrument, everything, no holds barred. Everything is taken a look at in there. That's called Mixing an Acoustic Pop Track, and it'll be available on prostudiolive.com. So head over there if you liked this, and thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.